It gets harder every day. Just to think about these poor people who've lost their lives today, and throughout the last few weeks, it's hard. It's hard to comprehend that so many human beings are dying, and so many older people are dying because of this virus. Um, and it's hard. The numbers are very grim. I'm not going to say they're not very grim because they are very grim. Today we have 200 more extra cases across Ireland. At the moment in time, with the amount of 2,615 cases, out of them 506 are medical workers, and that's hard for people who put them who we need at the moment. They're the people we need at the moment. And that's tragic to hear. And there was 10 extra deaths in the Republic of Ireland today. Two were female and eight were men. So I can't offer my condolences enough to the families. It's a tragedy because they can't be buried now. My condolences just to the family because it's terrible. Honestly just it couldn't get any worse, and it couldn't get any worse. In Northern Ireland, it wasn't good news either today. There were 6 more deaths in Northern Ireland today. There was 86 new cases in Northern Ireland. The six counties in Northern Ireland. But the total of 410, and that's even more grim than you even think. There's only 6 counties, and that's very grim number of people. In total, this is even getting even more grimmer. There's 3,445, sorry, 3,400, I can't, it's over 3,000 cases anyway, because I can't comprehend this amount of numbers, so that's a huge number that I can't even say, because that's so grim and it's so annoying to see that many cases. That's on the island of Ireland. I really hope I never would have to say that. There's over 3,000 cases on this island in nearly 4 weeks. It's very hard to say. It's very, very hard to even say it. As we know, this virus is just relentless. More people are dying than recovering. And that's tough. That's tough. That's really, really tough. It's not easy. There's more people dying than recovering. It's just you can't comprehend it. You really just can't comprehend. How many people are dying and recovering? I think in the Republic of Ireland there's only 40 people recovered so far. And there's nearly more deaths than there's people recovered. In total across the world there's over 500,000 deaths. 500,000 cases, sorry, not deaths, my apologies. And there's 31,000 deaths, which is that's a lot. That is a lot. It's nearly going up to 1 million. It probably will go up to 1 million by the end of this week, end of next week. Which is very shocking because 1 million, that's a lot. Just a quick update too around the world. Obviously in the UK they're bearing very hard with it. I think there was over 1,000 deaths yesterday in the UK in one day, and that's a huge amount of deaths in one day. And you just wonder why this happens. You just wonder why this virus came out of nowhere, and it's wreaking havoc across every country in Europe and every country across the world. It's wreaking havoc. It's hard to comprehend that a few months ago there was no such thing as this, and all of a sudden it's here. It's just I know I'm probably being very I don't know what the word to describe it is, but very and I don't know, very hallucinated, I suppose that's the word they use. But I'm just trying to comprehend all this and trying to take in everything and all these people who are infected and everything. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot in the human brain to take in. At least one bit of good news. At least a small glimmer of good news. is more equipment, more gloves, more everything for the HSC at the moment. They came into from China. Now, hopefully they don't have any contaminations or anything on them. But I say they were checked and everything before they obviously came into the country. I would hope they were checked. But we do have 9 million gloves now for the HSE. Something like 20 million to 2 million gowns for the HSE. Gowns and everything like that, and I think something like nearly 9 million masks or something like that. It's a lot. And nearly something like 30 million euros, something was that 20 million, not 200 million euros, sorry, 200 million euros spent to get the money for the Chinese government to get this equipment. I could only hope and pray that it will be used to full extent. But that's some small good news anyway. But again, to people, I'd say to people, just keep following the advice, because it doesn't look like it's going to get any better. It doesn't look like it's going to get any better. It's only going to continue to get worse, and I'm afraid, and I have to admit that it's only going to get worse. But I'm just saying to people, keep this, stay indoors. If you don't need to go out, stay indoors. And obviously keep good hygiene. Keep washing your hands as much as possible. Small things like this make a big difference. Anyway, thank you for listening, and be safe and take care, and bye.